Hi, Maria.
Hi, Janet. Let me just.
Are you on video? There you are.
Well,
hi.
Hi, Noah.
Hey,
And there's Dax.
Hi,
Hi.
Noah. Hey, Dax.
Hey,
I've been sick this past week. The hubby was sick first, and I was sick, and I'm like, I don't want to be on camera. So
Oh,
I just-
no.
that's no problem.
recording.
Ron was just telling me because I'm hungry, and I said, it's only going to be a few minutes. Our snowman bag.
My snowman back.
Oh, bless your heart. Did you see that, Ron?
Very nice.
Thank you.
My
Oh, bless your
bag and everything.
Happy
Love the-
International Tarot Day, everybody.
Christmas in July.
Yes. When I get hot, I find them very cooling.
There you go.
Mhm.
Are we recording yet?
We're recording now, yes.
All right. Oh, bye-bye.
Maria's like,
Why did Maria stay on?
I've
Well,
been sick. I don't really want to be on camera.
You
she doesn't want to be on
beautiful.
camera. That's okay.
Okay. Well, hello.
Hello. So what are you guys doing for International Tarot Day? I know you're going to leave and eat some food.
Yes. Actually, we've been hard at work doing things with the International Tarot Day deck. Ron's going to get ready to go back working on the coffee tarot. And so today is kind of an, other than being a part of the International Blog Hop, it's kind of non-tarot-y. It's more family. He's been working a lot of overtime, so we haven't had a lot of time to get together and eat out. And we were thinking about going to an Indian restaurant. We're not sure. So just eating and family stuff. But we're always doing tarot stuff, so.
Well, that's it. With the Boyer family, it's all in the family. It's all tarot.
It is. Even Noah and I are going to be creating a deck. I'm not even going to tell you the name of it, but he had the idea a couple years ago.
Mhm.
And so we're going to be doing that, huh, Noah?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it is staying in the family and creating decks. And I'm going to get back to work on 365 Tarot, hopefully finish that by the end of the year, which means I'll have 2 books out next year. Coffee Tarot, I don't know if that'll be out by the end of the year.
I hope.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's busy.
Really?
So what's new with the Tarot Guild? Hey, I see Lisa Allen.
Yeah.
Hi, Lisa.
Sure. Her mic doesn't seem to be working or something.
Aw.
We can't hear her,
We could see her, though.
but we can see you.
Hi, Lisa.
And you can type in the chat box, Lisa, too. She's been
Stick
chatting.
your head in, Ron, if you want.
She said hi.
See, there's handsome Ron. He was only
Handsome
halfway
Ron.
there. Wearing a Spider-Man shirt. Show me your cool Spider-Man shirt. Can you see this? Isn't that
Oh,
cool?
yeah. Oh, I can't wait. We're going on Monday.
Oh, to see
I
Spider-Man?
got my... Trust me, I'm a Jedi.
Oh, wow. Where's your lightsaber?
It's not... Well, I don't know where it is. It's around somewhere.
You have one?
Oh, yeah. It's a very expensive replica that works and everything.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, I'm a Star Trek and Star Wars geek,
Yeah, we're big on Star Trek more than Star Wars. I mean, Ron likes Star Wars.
I grew up with Star Wars, but I also grew up with Star Trek, and I'm one of those weird people that like it equally, which
Hey,
most
nothing wrong
people
with
lean one
that.
way or the other.
Yeah, usually you're either or, but Ron likes both. What about you, Noah?
Well, I'm more into Star Trek.
Uh-huh. So he and I are the Trekkies. Ron, he has a foot in both worlds, I
Yeah,
suppose.
a little bit.
Yeah, I just like absolutely anything.
Well, we've been on a real
Sci-fi.
sci-fi kick lately. Yeah, with aliens and stuff. I guess Ron showed Noah Cloverfield last night, and then this weekend we're going to show him Signs. Was it called Signs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was the same guy who did Sixth Sense. Noah's never seen that. So we're on like a huge alien kick. Ron's finishing reading Communion by Whitley Strieber, the horror author that had been abducted in that. So for some reason, Team Boyer are really into the alien thing lately. So
That's a real old book. I mean,
yeah, I've never read it.
I've
We
listened
Lived
to
Ancient
Whitley,
Aliens,
I
too,
think
so.
30 years I've listened to Whitley Strieber on Coast Coast AM. And
Really? I've never heard him. I've never read his stuff. I'm going to have to.
Yeah, he's a great writer. I mean, not just nonfiction, but fiction too.
Yeah, I heard he's a good writer. I just have never discovered his stuff, and I guess he has other alien books, and Ron's telling me some of the wild stuff in there, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm going to read it next. But anyway, I better not keep the guys anymore. We just wanted to pop in for International Tarot Day and say hi to the Tarot Guild and everybody. And I hope you're celebrating, and we're going to go have some family time.
So we got to have you on
next week.
And
a week after, anytime.
And then we're going to do a private interview with you. Ask Janet anything, which scares the heck out of me for some reason. Well, Ron would know. And and
I was just going to say
that. Well, I was just going to say we're going to do that private.
That's right.
Janet anything, and we'll schedule it next week. But then I want to have you on for one of these shows.
Okay.
And talk about the International Tarot Day deck.
Well, you guys can go there now, tarotdaydeck.com. In fact, we're allowing free use of the images. So if somebody wants to do a blog post or card of the day or forecast, all you have to do is go to tarotday.com and see the terms of use. And if you send me an email, I will give you an entrance into the Dropbox folder, and people can download the whole deck with titles and use them freely as long as they give credit. So
wow,
we're going to be putting it for sale soon. I'm waiting for the Game Crafter to get back. The deck was too dark. The box was beautiful. You want to hand me that box, Noah? I can give you a sneak peek. But some of the card art was way too dark, and so I'm asking for a replacement deck before I put it for sale. But look how beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Didn't that come out gorgeous? That's the Four of Swords card from Kristen, and part of the Death card from Vanessa Moya. This is the Queen of Cups card from Chris Lumsden. Part of the Empress card's beautiful from Amy Thomas. And then the end says the 2017 International Tarot Day deck, and then the bottom has the website. And so it's a really beautiful, but the cards came out kind of, dark and muddy, but they're still better than some decks.
Oh, yeah.
But it just didn't pass muster, and it's not a cool, colorful back. And so, yes, I'll come back on, and we could talk about the deck and stuff. But for now, if anybody wants to celebrate International Tarot Day with blog posts, if they hurry up and send me an email, I can give them entrance to the Dropbox folder, or I will when I get back. And there's an Astro Tarot forecast.
The blog hop?
Well, yeah, there's an International Tarot Day blog hop.
Yeah.
You could go to the International Tarot Day. If you put that on Facebook, you should be able to find, there's like over 70 bloggers. I have the full Tower card on my site. That's fizzofideas.com. But you can enter from any point and visit them. And it's bloggers from all over the world celebrating tarot. So there's an International Tarot Day blog hop going on as well that I participated in. So lots of busy.
We need to put all those pictures from the International Tarot Day deck on T-shirts.
It's funny you said that, because I was thinking the icon you made was so cool, and I thought, man, if Dax would have thought, he could have put those on mugs.
Yeah.
And International Tarot Day, 2017, that was such a cool icon. So thank you for making that icon that many of us.
Well, I was thinking, okay, International Tarot Day kind of snuck up on me, but what I can do is we got a whole year to get ready for next year.
2018.
I'll make an even fancier logo, kind of similar but more fancy, and put actual tarot cards in it and Photoshop it and everything. And we'll make use coffee and hats. We'll make hats and everything.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Tote bags, hats, magnets. Yeah, you could even use the images of the International Tarot Day deck if you wanted. I mean, if you didn't want to.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great to put that in stuff. We'll make a whole store.
You could. Why not, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it happened so fast. It started in the Tarot Nerds group in April, and then it just kind of blossomed. And so I can't believe we got to finish a deck in that short amount of time from over 50 artists all over the world. So that was quite a feat.
You guys did that. That was the fastest ever.
Yeah, I'm a decent organizer, and I crack that whip. But I have a great group of artists, and we've called ourselves the Tarot-Nauts. And so we're going to actually do more decks. We're going to be doing a Halloween deck called the Hello Halloween Tarot, but that won't be till next year. We're going to do a 2018 deck, and so
Yeah.
You know, we have things, we're looking ahead for 2018 even. So, you know, it's already gotten a lot of response. So I hope it's even more worldwide. It's decentralized. Nobody owns it. Nobody has it trademarked. It belongs to everybody.
Yes, we've had that problem since, you know, World Tarot Day way back 10 years ago. And now it's, this is great. I'm just
Yeah, you won't be threatened with a lawsuit for wishing somebody World International Tarot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good Lord.
So now that you accomplished that deck and so quickly, are you going to do a 2018 International Tarot deck?
Yes, we are.
International
Yeah, we
Tarot
actually
Day deck.
have an artist group on Facebook. We call ourselves the Tarot-Nauts, and we're going to be doing a Hello Halloween tarot deck, and then we're going to do a 2018 International Tarot deck. So they like, you know, doing that project so much, they decided, you know, to stay on, and we're going to keep doing more decks. So
It's just going to be so
So that's so cool. So I'm doing that. I'm doing my own writing, and then, you know, we make the Boyer decks. It's like always creating, always creating.
The Tarot family. Well, thanks guys for coming on. Noah.
You're welcome. Say
Bye.
bye.
See ya.
Thank you for having us.
Have a good day. Enjoy your eating.
Thank you so much. Happy International Tarot Day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
And Lisa's trying desperately to get in.
Like you said, you want to start planning maybe 6 months beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
lining people up and you know, really making a big thing. This was an impromptu, like, get-together.
Yeah.
And I didn't, like I said, I just happened to pop in because I figured, let me see what's going on, because I hadn't been feeling well, so that's why I didn't want to be on camera or plan anything. It's been kind of a crazy week here. But
well, I'll do that show after International Tarot Day show with Janet Boyer about the International Tarot Day deck. Oh, maybe we can get a bunch of the artists on. That'd be cool.
you know what, though? We should really talk about how, you know, the Tarot Guild, if it wasn't for the Tarot Guild,
Mm-hmm.
and when you started that, I know you had it back when you were in California,
Yeah.
locally, and then it grew to be so big that you decided to go online with it. If you hadn't done that, I probably never would have met you. And
That's right.
that's how I met you, from you creating the Tarot Guild. And it just snowballed into, and sitting here and I'm looking at Janet Boyer's deck, and I'm looking at a picture of this giant snowball.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it just snowballed into so much more. I mean,
I mean, a lot of people, not just us, Maria, but I mean, so many people I hear from tell me that, you know, they met most of their tarot friends through the guild.
absolutely. I made so many friends. I also made acquaintances, and I got to meet so many of the tarot teachers and authors that I've admired and deck creators that I've admired over the years. It's just been fantastic. So, you know, it's been a great experience. It really led me to get to know all of these people and to get involved with a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have been involved with otherwise. And it kept, you know, when you have something that you love, an interest that you love, like the tarot, you want other people that love it as much as you do to get together with and share your ideas and your experiences with, and to just chat about it over a cup of coffee. And I'm sitting here making a cup of cocoa. If you're looking at the Snowland deck, I'm looking at Janet's Two of Cups in the Snowland deck. And I'm going to see if I could put my video on here without showing me, because right now I'm under the weather. But here's her, Janet Boyer's Two of Cups Snowland.
Yeah. And
See how warm and
hot
inviting
cocoa,
that
hot
is,
chocolate. It's perfect.
you know? And that's what I feel. I feel this embodies a lot of the feeling that I get about the Tarot Guild. And when I get together with my tarot friends just to chat about tarot, it's like, here we are sharing, you know, our thoughts, our feelings. You know, it's a warm gathering, a fireside chat, very relaxed.
Look at Lisa. Lisa's got her tea.
And I'm
coffee
sitting, I'm
there.
watching her out of my left eye,
Oh, look at that
They're
cup. It's
having
gorgeous.
a cup of coffee or tea or whatever it may be.
One of my favorites.
Here we have the
Now we can hear you,
hot
Lisa. Yay!
Oh, good.
And this is what the
Welcome
feeling
aboard.
I get about
Hi,
tarot.
Suzanne. Suzanne popped in, Maria.
Hi,
Suzanne.
I made it!
Yeah, I'm sorry that I couldn't keep Janet hanging out, but, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
you missed it,
popping out.
Suzanne. We
Oh,
had
is she
the whole
coming back?
Boyer family on before you got here, Suzanne.
Oh, I bet that was craziness.
Yeah.
Fun.
Is Janet coming back?
I don't think so today. She's
Oh, okay.
gonna do another show with us, talk about the International Tarot Day deck in a week or two.
Okay.
Yeah. And then she's doing a private, it's a exclusive interview on our tarotguild.org site for our members, and it's going to be Ask Janet Boyer Anything.
Be afraid.
You're very afraid. So
Take on Janet Day.
publishing, writing,
She can take it.
printing decks, publishing, creating decks, writing
Oh,
reviews. I mean, there's so many things you can ask Janet, you know.
Well, Dax, I have a little bit of news myself.
Good.
I submitted my timing oracle, which is not a tarot, but I submitted it for Llewellyn for review. I hope that it gets
Oh,
accepted.
wow.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That's
I
wonderful.
know, right? Yeah, I figured out like how to crack this thing, and it's odd. You know how if you are just kind of querying your tarot cards and you're kind of not really serious about it, or you're testing it out or something, and then it
Yeah.
just throws back gibberish, right?
Oh, yeah, it's fun.
Okay, so multiply that feeling by like 200 when you're using this time deck. It's crazy. Like it totally gives you irrelevant stuff if you are testing it.
Oh, really?
But if you need to know, okay, if you have a great desire to know, or the questioner, it comes up awesome. Like it's ridiculous. And it's very much like that in horary astrology too. I don't know if either of you are astrologers, but
No.
No.
horary is a technique that is, I mean, it has like 1,000 rules for interpreting a chart. It's kind of like if you ask a question and then you draw up a chart of like where all the planets are, and then you read it for the person and interpret like what's going on. There's a lot of rules with it. I can give you 3 rules off of the top of my head that like you can rule out a chart and say you can't read it.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those is when Saturn is in the 7th house. What it does is it compromises the ability for an astrologer to look at the matter, so that they're not the right person. It's not the right time, whatever it is.
Oh,
Secondly, the ascendant of the chart cannot be any less than 3 degrees of a sign or any more than 27 degrees of a sign. Being that, then it means that the questioner is asking the question too early or too late, depending on which, yeah.
that
And
makes
then
sense.
the moon is the co-ruler of whatever the matter is. It doesn't matter. And it's also a timer. So it's pretty nuts. Okay, it's not your usual astrology. And I myself, because I'm so like dialed in with dowsing the time, I'm like, why should I go through all these thousands of rules when I can just douse it, right?
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
then other people are not good dowsers. So that's why the timing deck got invented, because I want to be able to teach people how to do timing without having to learn years of horary astrology. And some people are just not good dowsers. I get it.
That's true. That's true. That would be awesome then. Yeah.
So fingers, I'm submitting it to Llewellyn, who is my publisher for the last, well, gosh, over a decade now.
I was going to say, you published with them.
Yeah,
Well, full time,
I'm
haven't
more of the annuals author, like, you know, the ones that make the articles. I write as Cal and Turniel in the Herbal Almanac and the Magical Almanac
That's
and the
right.
Witch's
Yeah, yeah.
Companion, you know, like those kinds. I I have about 24 books that I've been featured in article-wise with them. So
Mm-hmm.
this is my first, like not annuals,
Yeah.
mission.
Your first sort of solo project.
Right? He was read a card on that. Oh, look at this, the chariot.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to show you something on my phone. I had the Galaxy app on this morning, and it gave me.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
It
there
gave
we
me the
go.
Page of Wands, and then when hold on a second. Let me go back to that. I just lost it.
Oh, this is a very well-worn time deck.
I got to
I've
show
had
you.
this deck since
So then
1998.
I looked at today's message, and
Yeah.
today is a day for following your excitement. Do something that ignites your curiosity and invites your creativity. It's perfect for World Tarot Day, right?
It is.
For sure.
Woo! Love it.
To me, it's perfect for my project, too, for the submission.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, that would be awesome. You have to keep us posted because that sounds really cool.
Yeah, you'll have to come on the
If you
show
can
and
find me through
chat about
Janet
the
or
deck.
Dax, I'm friends with both of them on Facebook. Just toss me a friend request, okay?
Awesome. I will do that.
Awesome.
Lisa, we'll have to have you on one of our regular shows and chat about the deck.
Yeah. Well, and then what I'm also going to be doing for, the promo stuff is finding some folks that are, in the field that I don't know what the terms are with Llewellyn, but I know that they have some, promo items that they'll send out for people for reviews, like galley copies,
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
if you will. So, somebody like you and Janet and, some other people like, might get a deck like from Llewellyn for a review so that they can like market the deck.
Mm.
Oh,
So
yes.
that might be
Susanne
something.
gets a lot of books and decks when we're going to have the authors on the show.
Cool.
So yes, we are experienced at fluttering eyelashes and getting review copies.
Exactly.
I'm English, please send me things. Yeah, anyway.
I hope to be in the UK one of these days. I got an invite from another tarot lady, Carla Trobe. You might know who she is.
Uh-huh.
She lives in Blackberry, and yeah, she was yakking with me the other day and was like, "Get over here, Lisa."
Yeah, it's really interesting actually, the kind of the sociological differences in attitude towards tarot between here in America and back home in the UK. And like out here, it still feels like I'm kind of this little exclusive group that's just trying to merge out, whereas back home in the UK, everybody's like, oh yeah, you're a tarot reader. Oh,
Like everybody's a tarot reader. Kind of like everybody's a lawyer, right?
Exactly. Everybody's a lawyer here.
It's like nobody cares back in the UK. It's like, oh, okay,
Funny.
that's, yeah, whatevs,
Well, I'm working toward my Irish citizenship also, and I have a dear friend of mine who is now in Ireland who is like, would you hurry up and get over here? So I know that, like, I'm supposed to be across the pond, if not, like, for living, at least visiting long term.
Yeah. The universe is not so much giving you subtle nudges as kicking you up
Yes,
the backside.
indeed. Yes. Well, it was funny because when I hired a business coach, and that was a different story, but part of her training was in Bali, which is how I met the girl that's in Ireland right now. So there was a purpose to it. But I could feel my grandmother going, wait, you're going wrong way to the wrong island, you know?
Yeah.
It's like my grandmother was born the day before me, exactly 60 years prior to.
Oh,
Like,
really?
exactly 60 years, I believe, 1903, 1964, yes. Because I was born January 1st, and she was born December 31st.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, in 1903. So, like, the day before, like, literally 60 years in a day.
Oh.
That's brilliant.
And I didn't get to really know her very much because my mom got a divorce when I was pretty young, and my grandmother died like when I was 8. You know, like
Right, yeah.
yeah, it was something like I think I was 8 years old, and my other grandmother died when I was 8 years old too. So that was kind of weird, but so yeah, it's been this thing where. You know, I found some Irish relatives through Ireland reaching out. I don't know if any of you have Irish, you know, like lineage.
You know what? As far as I know, I am English through and through.
Got it. Well, this is more for the Americans that if they are looking at getting Irish citizenship, you have to prove that you have a parent or a grandparent that was born in Ireland, and then you have to show the lineage and everything. So I have all my paperwork together now, and it's just a matter of, you know, getting the rest of the money, which I think is like $400 or something,
Well,
and then just getting it done.
I mean,
you know.
it's a lot, but actually when you think how much it's going to change your life, it's a real investment, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because I know once I get across the pond, I know it's really cheap to fly places.
Yeah.
You know, and I think for the time being, Ireland is still in the EU for travel purposes, like, because I'd like to see other countries also. Not
as
not
far as
just
I
the
know,
UK and Ireland, you know.
as far as I know, Ireland isn't looking on leaving the EU. The UK is, but Ireland is quite happy where it is, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It all might get a bit complicated.
I know. Well, it's for a future thing anyway. For right now, I'm going to be in San Diego for a little while. I don't see, like, there's circumstances here, like particularly with my fiance and his family, that is going to keep us here for a little bit. But once that is, if you will, rectified, I think that the universe is going to open the doors.
Yeah, exactly. You can feel, sometimes you can feel, and it's like this with tarot readings as well, you can kind of feel the dominoes lining up, and you know that, you know, there's only a certain amount of time before the first one falls and everything just...
I asked about me in Ireland. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
The Knight of Cups. So, yeah, I got to, and it says movement, so, I mean...
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's there, but it's just, it's taking its time, you know.
What deck?
And I totally like that. It's like, it'll happen. Like, you don't have to force it.
Put your faith in the universe. You know it'll happen. Exactly. You don't need to force things. You know that when the time is right, everything will fall into place.
Exactly.
What deck is that, by the way? Because that's a beautiful deck.
Oh, yeah, this is, your UK little buddy there, Anna Franklin, made this deck in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can find because she has photos of her when she was really young. I think she's the Queen of Swords in this deck.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Do you have the Sacred Circle Tarot? That's what it's called.
No, I don't have that one.
This is a picture of her when she was super young.
Oh, my goodness. That's beautiful.
I mean, she's still gorgeous, okay?
Yeah.
Wow, I remember that actually.
Oh, you remember? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think this might be her too. I'm not sure, the Queen of Cups, but I know the Queen of Swords for sure is.
Yeah.
That looks a lot like her too.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. It's like that might be her also. And because there was a couple of like the models in the photos that, you know, I recognize that it's like, oh, that's the same person in this card, you know. But let's see. I'm trying to think here. I'm going through them going, where's this? But yeah, I have used this deck for quite a long time. And it's been through the wars with me. I was when I was using them professionally in a shop and they were touched all the time, I had to clean them all the time. So like I would spray like you know, rose water or lavender, you know, like water or something, and wipe them down and put them in the sun all the time. So you can see that the edges are a little bit worn.
I like that with a tarot deck, to be honest.
Like, yeah, this is like, you know, ancient oracle or something, you know.
Exactly. I like a tarot deck that looks like... She
just recently came out with a different tarot deck that it kind of has a similar feel to this one, but it's not Llewellyn. It's a different publisher made it. And I want to get that one too. And I have her fairy ring deck too. I just love her decks.
Yeah.
They're just awesome. And the only other one that I read with all the time is the one that Corinne Kenner came out with. Yeah, it was several years ago. But I won it from Llewellyn. And I thought, oh, that's neat. And I thought it was going to be like this Harry Potter deck, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And it turned out to be so awesome. So I read it all the time, and I just love the art in it. It's the Wizards Tarot. It's the Four of Cups. And here's the back of the cards, this blue and yellow, and see all the spirals and all of the
Really cool
stuff in it. So I had some leftover blue yarn with gold, like, so I put spirals on my on my tarot holder.
It fits. It's perfect.
I don't even know where the book is. I mean, I just tune into the cards. I like the cards so much.
Yeah.
Look at this King of Cups.
That's beautiful.
I know. I just dig this.
It's like
Yeah.
And even the Knight of Swords. I mean, like the air, like with the wings. I mean, I just love it. Awesome. And sorry about that. Oh, this one is a really cool one too. The Hierophant, and that it has Chiron references, and it looks like an astrologer I know named Rick Levine.
Oh, really?
You guys know him?
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, if you look him up, you would swear that this was him. Okay, like, it just looks like him. So I thought that this was really cool that they had a Chiron reference along with the Hierophant.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, and this one, the Three of Cups, this is a good one too.
I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?
It is. That reminds me of
I read
something.
this deck too. Oh, I got to show you the Strength card.
Oh, see, now you're talking my language.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Anything with dragons, I'm there.
Exactly.
One of my
that's
first decks
gorgeous.
was the dragon deck, actually. A friend gave it to me because
That was my first deck too.
yeah, they knew that I was born in the year of the dragon, and so they bought me a dragon.
Oh. I'm right before, in fact, well, January 1st doesn't make me a dragon because 64 is the dragon year, but it didn't turn into that till like when Aquarius happened, right?
Yeah, it's usually around February, isn't it, the new year?
Yeah, it's like late January, early February.
Yeah.
It's based on when the new moon is after the Aquarius like time starts, which, I mean, that's not the Chinese way. That's the way I measure it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I got to find the Empress because that, the Sun card. This is pretty impressive too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the wheel so that every time I get this card, I tune into that and I go, oh, so when is the next, like cycle, like, so if I were to get this card today, we already had Midsummer pass. So it would be like Maas or something. So, I would look into that. The Emperor is a really good one too.
A while back, Llewellyn came out with its own deck, and Llewellyn is...
Oh, I love that. I got a majors of that.
It's from,
oh, you have the full one?
I have it. It's from Wales, and you can see the Welsh dragon on it.
Oh, no. Oh, the back of my cards, I don't know if they look like that. The fronts do. I just have the majors, though.
It's watercolor. What I love about it, it's such an unusual size. It's almost square. It's if you have small hands, it's really hard to shuffle. But
that's not going to be the best one.
But
Lisa Friedborg turns decks on their sides and does it that way so that it's not
watercolor.
hard to shuffle.
Everything's watercolor in it, and it's just some amazing images. I've always loved this deck.
That deck is awesome. I totally agree with that.
I like the bag
I
that
just
came
only
with
have the majors though.
Suzanne, look at the bag.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that has it. My bag was more of the see-through kind, and then I liked it, and I kind of wore it out.
It's very
Yeah.
mine's frayed. I've had it for years and years and used it for years.
But you got the full one. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I ended up getting them, and I actually got it from a gift. Do you guys know Raven Digitalis?
No,
An author with Llewellyn?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't written on tarot. He's a tarot reader, but he hasn't written on tarot per se.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's the Empress card, and this is like Corinne Kenner, who made the deck. I'm pretty sure that's modeled after her.
I love
Oh.
that.
But why I love this card is all the herbs in it.
Yeah.
Yes, lots of it.
Because I'm an herbalist also, so this is just rocking to me. And then my other favorite one, Jesus, like I have like 8 favorites, you know. But like, here's the world. I thought that this was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I like that as well. Yes.
I know.
That's
I really
really
like
unusual
that.
imagery for that.
And I even like the death card because like, it's not like, oh wow, watered down, you know, like how some kid decks are. Like, it's not watered down, but yet it's not so death in your face, you know, like some of the Grim Reaper cards, you know. Like, I love how the white flowers are there, and it's like, it's transformation, you know. It's like,
Exactly. It's kind of moth-like.
I like that death card, and I don't feel weird if I'm reading for kids with this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Here's the death card from Legacy of the Divine Tarot, my other favorite deck.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Love that. And I want to say
that's a
the
good one.
Magician. I love the Magician in this deck.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
And the backs
that's-
really, you know, I'm a techno geek, so I just
Magician
love.
I was going to show you that one in this deck.
Oh, yeah, that's really neat.
Yes.
It's like Harry Potter, isn't it?
Yes, very Harry Potter-esque.
But
I
not.
love the backs, though, in this.
There's so much more going on there than just Harry Potter, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, okay, so my other, the last favorite, I swear, okay?
Okay.
I swear. Okay, and this is close to my heart because I'm an astrologer. This is the star card.
Yeah.
And I like Egyptian stuff too, and the astrolabe and all of the things that she fits in there.
Oh, that's really...
This one just rocks to me.
Yes. That's really interesting.
And I've shown it on the show before, but here's the bag that my friend got at Reader's Studio from Chiro that I keep the deck in.
Nice!
Love this.
That is cool!
Oh, I gotta bring something up. I
did not realize till the other day. I was going through some old Llewellyn catalogs online, and they had this one that was like the cat themed one, and I'm like,
oh yeah.
There's like,
there's
and so you open it up, and there's like, I swear, there's like 10 or 20 freaking cat decks.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a few of those.
Us crazy cat ladies have a lot of decks.
I love cats.
Remember we were talking about not using reversals on a recent show? Yeah. So I'm going through my Legacy deck just now, and you know, all my cards are always upright. I don't use reversals. Well,
you don't? Okay.
For some reason, the Hermit was the only card in there, and it was upside down.
Huh. Wow. That means pay attention.
It does rather.
For all of us who use reversals, by the way, I have a trick with reversals. I don't like read them as the bad, you know, reference of the card. All I do is tune in where, okay, there's an imbalance or something, you know, going on. And if all of the cards are reversed, I've had that happen, it's usually a timing matter. It's something delayed.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what we were talking about on the show, is that, a lot of people, when they're quite new to tarot, they think that if the card is reversed, it just means kind of the opposite, and it's really...
Right, and it doesn't.
It's not that way at all.
Not necessarily. I mean, Now,
Maybe the
there's been
negative
a few
meaning to
times
it.
that I'll have the Eight of Swords and it'll be upside down, and then I'll see cards around it that mean enlightenment, and I'm like, okay, like there was
Yeah.
something you didn't see and now you see it, right? And I'm like, oh, there, yeah, you know. So sometimes it is the opposite, but not all the time. Sometimes
No,
it's,
exactly. And that's what we were saying in the
yeah,
lesson. It was, you need to look at the bigger picture.
big picture.
Your instinct might
Right.
say, oh, it's just the exact opposite, but you need to see what else is going on, because nothing is ever black and white.
Yeah, if I do one card readings, they're upright. Okay,
Yes.
just FYI.
Yeah.
Yeah, one card, like, the ones for parties and all of that,
Yeah.
those are upright. And if they give them to me upside down, they're upright. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to mention, while we kind of have a captive audience, hopefully you're all still listening. Maria had to leave, but she just wanted to mention in the chat, she's got a course that's really unusual. It's actually like three courses in one, called Mastering the Art of Angel Oracle and Tarot Card Reading. And it's got tarot in it, and it's on sale right now. It's $100 off. I think it's $197 instead of $297.
Mm.
And it's at angelpractitioners.com. And I think it's Angel
cool.
Practitioners. Let's see, angelpractitioners.com/cards. Just wanted to put in that plug for Maria.
Okay, cool.
She was just here, but she had to run.
Yeah, oh, I understand.
I wonder what everybody's doing for International Tarot Day. I think.
Well, today I'm playing off like I'm an introvert. I was grinding it yesterday, like getting the proposal done, because I wanted to send it before the full moon. It was just that important to me. So I was using like all of the Mars and Pluto energy that is in this moon cycle, and I'm a Capricorn too. So
the moon was big last night. I was outside.
I know, right?
Suzanne.
Yep, the moon is big right now.
Getting here, Suzanne. What were you doing?
Actually, we had an invite to a store opening this morning.
Nice.
Completely un-tarot related, just pure coincidence. But
That's awesome.
it was our local geek store. We saw them at AwesomeCon, and they've been in the area for quite some time, and they finally, after, I think it's been about 15 or 18 years, they expanded to bigger premises. And because we're in there all the time and they know us really well, like, guys, you've got to come along. I'm like, okay, I can't stay too long because I really have to be back.
You have to do this thing. Right?
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of important. The world won't rearrange International Tarot Day around me, guys.
Exactly.
So, we popped in and spent a fortune. But actually, this is a really, really rubbish link. But one of the comic books that I'm really into is the Sandman series by Neil Gaiman.
That is my fiance's favorite since the 90s when nobody knew about it. And he's been at Comic-Con since 1990.
Yeah, see, I must admit,
he has all of Neil Gaiman's signatures when he used to come.
Oh, God. Yeah, see, I was late to Neil Gaiman. I got to Neil Gaiman through Terry Pratchett.
Right. A lot of people did. Yeah.
Yeah, I discovered Terry Pratchett back in 1989. I was 15 and doing my exams, and we were doing Macbeth, and I was really struggling with it. And my friend lent me one of the Discord books, Weird Sisters. And she said, look, it's kind of loosely based on Macbeth. From what I understand, the plot is similar, but obviously don't base your homework on this book, but it might just help you to get your head around the plot and what's going on. But since then, the next book because he's got different characters on the Discworld.
Sure.
And Weird Sisters, for those that don't know, Weird Sisters focuses on the witches. It's the first of the witches series.
Wow.
The next one that he did, Witches Abroad, is they travel to what is basically New Orleans. And if you've ever been to New Orleans, he nails it completely. Witches Abroad, it's called.
Wow.
But there's all these these different divination decks, and there's, divination scrying by a big pot of gumbo outside the shack door, and people would give the voodoo witch, they'd sort of exchange things because they were poor. They would just exchange things, and she'd tell their fortune in a bowl of gumbo and give them a bowl of gumbo to take away. And I just love that he kind of understood enough about the tarot, the divination, and that kind of thing, that even though it's a fantasy world, the facts are there. He's just renamed them slightly.
That's
and
kind
I just
of like
love
how I feel about Neil Gaiman. He's like secret. I mean, he pretends he's like, not really. And you're like, dude, I know.
Sweetheart. Yeah.
I know. You are not like, you are an occultist in the closet. Shut up. Right?
Exactly. But I just love the way that, tarot and divination, when it crops up in pop culture, when it's done well. But to be honest, even if it's done badly, I still get a little guilty pleasure. When you're watching something and the old woman pulls the death card, and the blonde screaming heroine is going to, and I can't help it. That's my guilty pleasure. I'm like, man, this is totally wrong, but it's so brilliant anyway. And my husband, he's like, I can see you twitching, but so why are you still watching this program when they misrepresent tarot at every step? Like, because they misrepresent it so wildly. It's
right.
You can't.
Right.
There are some things.
And once they go overboard like that, you can't. It's like, oh, I mean, why even watch it? Because it's like,
Yeah.
Like, who cares? It's not even based on, like, even a reality that could happen, because you guys don't know the rules.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't know how to break the rules.
Exactly. And I know when Penny Dreadful came out, and there was a tarot deck.
I love that.
From that, yeah. But so many people were saying, it's not even a real tarot deck, people. And yet we're all like, I don't care, I want it in my collection because it's gorgeous and it's from Penny Dreadful. And it's that kind of, is for me.
But would it work? But would it work as a tarot deck too?
Well, I don't have it yet because it was only a limited release, and I'm still trying to find.
Oh, right.
But I'm of the opinion that if you've got the gift, you can use anything for divination.
Oh, I agree. You could throw like a couple of like rocks outside with some grass and,
Yeah, exactly.
like,
I mean, when I was,
things out on the sidewalk and still be able to read them.
yeah, when I was trying to learn the crystal ball.
Look what my honey has. See that zombie tarot?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to find, he has the H.R. Geiger deck also, but I can't find it here.
See, I love his artwork, but that
I do
deck
too, but I could not read with that deck. Every card was the death card.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way to put it. Yeah, every card.
Yeah, it was just so intense.
So, like, he's kind of a collector.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think. See the picture of death back there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And that's the devil from Legend, isn't it, as well?
It is. Yep.
Oh, I love it.
Yep, and he has all the Sandman, like you can probably see right here.
Mm-hmm.
He has all the Sandman stuff.
Oh, my
and then
God.
this is one of those marbles that are the universe, like marbles or something.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, this is one of the first ones he made. I mean, this thing's probably worth thousands now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Like, I mean, this was like, when the guy wasn't famous,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know where the H.R. Geiger one is. Sorry. He has it hidden. I thought that he had it out here somewhere.
That's
But
okay.
I mean, and funny enough, my husband that passed away actually had that deck too, and we decided to gift it to Raven Digitalis because he was so over the moon about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just could not do readings with it, and it was just something that, I mean, I'm glad it exists, okay, because
Yes.
I think that anything that brings awareness to tarot is a good idea.
Yeah.
But that just wasn't like,
my reading deck. It's like, oh, the death card, oh, the death card, oh, like the death card.
Yeah, I do feel like a failed geek because I can't read with that one because I'm a massive fan of his work. I love, the Alien movies and all the early ones.
Yeah, oh, then that's exactly why he has the deck too, because of the Alien movie.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like you said, I just tried reading with it, and it's like, no, this is too intense. It's not going to work for me. But then, it's
for sure.
Sometimes it's the
And
things
I don't
you
really
think
think that
you're
it
not
was
going to
made
get
for
reading
readings.
for.
I think it was made as a way to collect his art.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yeah, more than anything else. Exactly. Mm-hmm. I've got a whole Pinterest board of it, but I don't actually. I never.
Oh, interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, he way got into those movies when he was younger, so like that was something that was definitely on his to collect list when he was in his 20s and going to the con all the time.
Yeah, there was a documentary about Giger as well. I can't remember.
He probably has some alien statues somewhere. I just don't know where. He has so many freaking statues.
It's crazy what we're doing on International Tarot Day.
Huh?
Chasing after aliens.
Yeah.
The aliens tarot. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised they don't have that. Maybe they do, and I just don't know.
Maybe they do, and we're not aware of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there's always tarot decks for different things.
Or now that we put it out in the ether, it's going to happen. You wait and see.
Exactly.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's totally something that always happens too, huh? Like,
oh yeah, every time I think of something,
That's why I had to be really careful about the timing deck before I put it out there, because I'm like, yeah, somebody else may pick up on that and make.
Well, it's interesting. Yeah. People, so many readers have trouble with timing, and I'm surprised that too, that no one's ever done a timing deck.
Well, interestingly, timing is one of the reasons that my clients come to me. Most of my clients are actually intuitives, and many of them are professional intuitives. Like they're either psychics, tarot readers, healers, all of those kinds of people, and they have trouble timing. And the only people that I know that don't really have trouble timing, like some people will get it, like, via clairvoyance or audio, like some way that their guides tell them the time, but they don't really know how they do it. Like they can't teach that.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I'm like, okay, I'll teach it. And then my method is dowsing, and then nobody's a good dowser. So, right? But I have a whole different way that I see the timing happening, like how it translates from like the spiritual realm where there's no time, and then it kind of goes through all of these layers in order to be, in 3D, like where we have the future. And some things come right through the veil and just like automatically happen, and then other things take longer. It's kind of like a garden, how some things grow faster, some things don't. And then some things are just, like they come in, but not get fast, so they go right back out, right back to the source. So it's a matter of like figuring out the garden part of like your 3D reality, and like, okay, here's this spiritual vision that I see like in the tarot cards or, whatever, and like how that is going to happen in timing, so that you can plan your life a little better than without a plan, because, otherwise it could be 2 hours or 2 decades later. That's the problem. So
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and usually with tarot readings, it's like, usually within 6 months for most people doing tarot readings. So, I mean, I don't think that it's like, when you do an astrology chart, you can see things for years. Like you can go like 7 years in the future or something,
Yeah.
That's harder to do with tarot because there's so many decisions along your way that it's too muddled by the time that 7 years happens.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I made my deck, the timing deck, at the maximum of 2.5 years, because much past that, and I don't think it'll be useful for people.
No, exactly. Like you say, there are too many decisions that could be made, too many paths that could be gone
It's just
down.
far away. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And you think you know where you're headed. This is what I like about tarot, because you can have your life plan, and the tarot can, it's so good at just saying either, yeah, you're doing great, or what are you doing? You've lost the plot.
Exactly. It totally
this way, and we'll sort it out.
What I have to say this about tarot also is that the timing that I get from tarot cards is more circumstantial than it is chronological. So in other words, like if, it's like, when will I get my boyfriend or whatever it is, and you draw a card and it's like when you, and then whatever the theme of the card is.
Yes.
When you learn your lesson about, like being over giving and not receiving, or when you learn how to, it's more about like when something actually clicks with that person and then they'll get what they want,
Yeah, I did actually.
It's amazing for circumstantial timing.
Yeah.
That's great.
Not as good at chronological, at least for most people, because now for me, I tried the chronological one because there is some systems out there. In fact, if you guys are interested, I have a tarot timing ebook that I have given away in my group and Facebook. I can even give it to you via email if you want. Just toss me a note.
Cool.
Give me your email address on Facebook or whatever. Find me, okay? So I can give it to you. Just say, give me the free ebook thing, and I'll give it to you. So there's a whole system of how you can time with tarot cards, and I still get the circumstantial stuff coming through. Like the bleed through still happens for me. I can't okay, and I'm a Capricorn. You would think that I'd be able to okay, timing only, you guys. Give me a timing. And I still get the bleed through.
Yeah.
So that's why I decided to make something that is only for timing and that has no other references other than astrological, because I do think astrology matters no matter what.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, Lisa, I was going to say.
Astrology is happening whether we like it or not,
Lisa.
The full moon in Capricorn is conjunct Pluto tonight, whether we like it or not.
Yeah, exactly. Whether we acknowledge it or not, it's still happening.
Exactly. Yeah, it's already happening. Yeah. It's kind of like,
Lisa, I was going to say about your PDF, you could send it to me on Facebook or through email, whatever, and we could pop it up on the Tarot Guild site and give it out to everybody.
Okay, sure.
That'd be
fun. Actually, what I'll do then is I'll put, because I'd like to get some group discussion going with timing. I have a timing group that has it has it right there, and also I'm showing pictures of my prototypes and stuff. In fact, because you guys are here.
How do we get there? How do we get to the timing group?
See how it, I have the moon there in 2 weeks. Okay, by the way, the playing cards are they have nothing to do with placeholder.
That's your prop.
This is my physical platform to create this prototype. And by the way, it has 44 cards as it stands today.
Okay.
That's funny. And look at this. It's a promo deck from a Hindu incense company. So it does have some spirituality.
I love it.
I say that we don't have a good sense of humor around here. Okay.
Lisa, how do we get to?
Okay, my face. Okay, so I have my Facebook timeline. Okay, my private timeline is intuitive timing. The group is for you put in the word groups and then / intuitive timing for Facebook.
Okay.
So either way. Okay. And then I have a page. It's Lisa Allen MH, but and MH stands for Master Herbalist because I'm a trained herbalist too. So any three of the ways, and you can also go on intuitivetiming.com, and I have a contact form there too. Any way you want, because there's a lot of people that don't do Facebook too, and I'm really okay with that.
So
Yeah, I've tried giving up Facebook, and it
I
keeps
did too.
creeping back in.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, that's where our peeps are for some reason.
There's a
Although I do
building
notice
there,
that
right?
some of them are going to Instagram more and more too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get much better interactions through Instagram.
I do too. I think because people are there to shop or like be entertained or something, and Facebook is more about like, you know, oh, let's tune in and see what mom and dad are doing, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and all of this stuff. And I remember in like the 2010 days when Facebook was like, oh my God, this is awesome, because you could see all your friends, what they're doing.
Yeah.
And now you're like, I can't take it anymore, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. And there's a lot of dissatisfaction with the politics of it, the way the algorithms work, and
yes,
you know, I know we've had, you know,
there's a lot more political posting too,
that's
exactly.
Yeah,
which gets annoying.
and unfortunately, most of it is fake.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you guys read that and believe it, and you're spreading it around, and you didn't do your background check, and you know.
Yeah, exactly. Just because it's written on the internet.
Because it's written on the internet, and you're mad. And so the unfollow button comes really handy.
It does.
Unfollow. So
yeah, it does.
Because I still want to be friends with it. I mean, I don't care what their politics are personally, meaning for them, you know, okay, but I have my own. I don't need to have your stuff all the time in my throat. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I won't do it now. I do like, you know, like on Independence Day, I did post a link to the Declaration of Independence. That's a positive. You know.
There's a positive one.
Positive kind of, you know, like I'm not political on my posts either. I just don't get involved. Although I do think that in some ways it's like the largest comedy on the planet, except that people get hurt, and that's the only thing that really bothers me about that.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yes. But it is good for you know, for networking and for things like tarot groups and witchcraft groups and that kind of thing, because in these days when there's so much information, it can be quite overwhelming. At least if you're part of an online group, you can, just by the sheer membership, people can say, oh, I saw this, and you will get feedback on it. People say, yeah, that's rubbish, that's made up, or actually, that's
like
really
fast too.
Yeah.
By the way, I have to jump in because perfect timing on, speaking of timing, perfect timing. Suzanne, our group hit 5,000 members this morning on International Tarot Day.
Yay!
The Tarot Guild group. 5,000 members.
Big time congrats, Dax.
Yeah. So if you're not on the group yet and you're into tarot and you're listening to this, you know, head over to the group. You can get there by going to tarotguild.org/Facebook. You can click, You can click the Facebook button on the website.
I just unjoined a whole bunch of groups because I was overwhelmed. But yeah, I'm probably going to end up joining more again. So, you know, it just happens. It's like it cycles in and it cycles out. Like, but I just left a whole bunch.
Yeah.
And it's
because I was realizing I'm not there anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not getting anything out of it. And it's just, you know, it's like, and I have nothing wrong with newbies, okay? I have nothing wrong with that. But if it's like 100 newbies, it's like, okay, I'm overwhelmed, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, you do need it in a group. In a group,
I gotta
you
go.
do need that mix of experience levels so that you can, you know, the newbies will have, sometimes actually they bring a wonderful enthusiasm and energy that
I know.
you kind of see it all again with new eyes, and that can be quite invigorating. But yeah, when you seem to be the only experienced person that's actually active on there, and you're
meaning and answering and all of that. Yeah,
you want to help, but and then if you don't answer somebody because the algorithms mean that it gets shuffled down and you just don't see it, then there's, well, God, you're useless. You're not answering. You're answering everybody's question but mine, and that's kind of the only downside.
Oh my gosh, yeah, right. Oh yeah, because really, I just I have to look to refuse questions.
Yeah. But that's what I like about the Tarot Guild and and our sort of Tarot Insider is that we do seem to have a good mix of people there. There are people.
Is there and there's moderation for people that are being a complete crap show or something, right?
Yeah. It is pretty good. Policing
I tend to feel better in moderated groups because of when they're unmoderated, you always get those rogue people that just want to ruin everything.
Yeah, there's always somebody that wants to no, poke the stupid isn't the phrase. That's
but definitely take the air out of the balloon,
Yeah, exactly. And you will, I've seen it in other groups as well, where people, it's like they've been accepted into the group, and you can't, physically check everybody's credentials,
I know.
They've been so sort of cynical, and there was one, I can't remember. No, I think I can remember, but I'm not going to name the group. It wasn't ours.
That's
though.
Okay.
But there was somebody there, and it was a private group. They had to be okayed by the by the admin team and everything, and they were all just, "You're all evil. You're going to hell." In big exclamation marks. And do you know what? Actually, the response of everybody else, it really made me proud of the tarot community, because everybody was like, "Okay, darling, calm down. Calm down. This might not be the group for you." And when people did try sort of arguing back, everybody else was like, "No, shut up," because they've clearly got problems if they join a group just to tell us that we're all going to hell. When most
time on their hands.
Anyway, so actually it was a really, even though the admins were completely useless, they did nothing to intervene at all, even though they were asking, which is why I'm not going to name the group.
See, if it was my group, I'd be like, click delete, who are you?
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to be using my thing as a litter box.
Yeah, the greater community, though, did kind of police it. And in the end, they did just have a policy of, anybody, anytime they tried messaging on there, somebody just put up, this person is a troll, we're going to kill them with kindness, please put messages of love and support in the comments instead. And after I think it was about a month, 6 weeks, they got bored because they weren't getting a reaction. And yeah, come on, tarot community, we can do that. You never saw them again.
Yeah, I would have banned them right away. Wouldn't have even looked twice.
No, exactly. And I've had client queries on my Facebook page. They're like, "Well, can I get a tarot reading because I want to learn the best way to get my boyfriend to leave his wife." I'm like, "Yeah, no, there's a moral line and you're stepping over it."
Yeah.
You have to kind of.
And even if you were going to pay me, that I won't read on that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, but if you want a reading on how you can get a guy that shows women respect and how you can manifest the perfect relationship for you, I'm all over that. But I'm no marriage wrecker, and I'm going to step
Exactly. And isn't it funny? So, you would think that, if you were going to be the kind of person that would go out with somebody that's already involved, you would think that they're, polyamorous or, whatever it is, and it's like, well, you knew what you were getting into. What's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
Clearly he is about more than one person. Are you about more than one person? You cannot change that.
This guy is not going to be exclusive to you permanently.
Exactly.
He might
It's get over, let's help refine, what it is you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
And
my goodness. Yeah, but that does happen like quite often, you know,
Yeah.
like as far as,
And
you know.
the other one that I seem to get a lot, and I had this, what she kept asking me, when am I going to get married? Okay, well, let's look at your relationship and see what's going on. Oh no, I'm single. Okay, let's
Hey,
see
there's
about
a
getting
reason
your
for that.
relationship. I don't want to date. I just want to get married. I'm not the tarot reader for you, my lovely. I'm just not.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, all you have to do is probably wear a T-shirt, and you'll probably have some taker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Have T-shirts
take
made
your
up.
money, make a freaking T-shirt. I want to get married, and somebody, I mean, they might be really atrocious, but somebody will marry you. I guarantee.
Yeah, see, if it was me, I'd have seeking husband. I can offer good cooking, poor housework skills, but
Wow, that's
By the way, I think next International Tarot Day, we should all have T-shirts that say "Got Tarot" or something like that.
yeah.
Everybody wear them. Tarot awareness on International Tarot Day.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, are we all wearing blue?
Got blue.
I'm purple.
Oh, purple. Oh, hey, close
Purple.
enough. He has purple background, and I have, well, this isn't purple, but, you know, anyway.
I got purple back here.
Yeah, you do.
But before you got here, Suzanne, we were talking about and actually seeing some of the cards in the International Tarot Day deck.
Aren't they amazing?
Yes.
They're
And
pretty cool.
the cool idea I had that I passed on to Janet, I said, well, she said, anybody can use the images. It's a free, open
Yeah.
deck, you know.
Okay.
And I said, let's put them all on T-shirts.
Yes.
That's another thing for International Tarot Day.
That's an idea.
I think that is an awesome idea.
There's
Let's
going
do
to be a 2018 International Tarot Day deck as well, so maybe we'll just wait till next year. And we'll get hats made and coffee cups. And
I'll be there with my mug of tea.
You'll have them on Redbubble or something.
Yep.
Mhm. Yeah, cool. That's a great idea.
So before
Actually, for astrology, I also thought of having like our north node on the front of our shirt and the south node on the back of our shirt.
see that's I like that.
Like,
that.
you know, north node, you know, the north node Cancer for me, and then south node Capricorn on my back, right? And then like we'd all know where like everybody's nodes are, like, you know, in the party.
I
I
like
like your
that.
node.
Yeah, like everybody puts their sun sign or their moon sign or the rising sign.
Yeah,
And I just thought the nodes would be like a pretty cool.
be different for sure.
There's actually a kind of astrology that's based on putting the north node at 0 degrees Aries and then like doing the chart around from that
Okay.
method. And it's called draconic astrology because of the nodes being the dragon's head and the dragon's tail.
Gotcha.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have. I always wondered what it was.
Yeah, that's what it is. You just take the zodiac and go, put the line 0 Aries with wherever the north node is, and then just read that chart.
Cool.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it has a lot of interesting info. I think that, I like the way that Kim, she's down in New Zealand. She's a really cool fantasy author. Darn it, what's her last name? She's a Gemini. I can see her.
Yay, Geminis.
She talks about draconic astrology as like if you have like your blazer, you know, the outside of the blazer is like your regular chart, and she'll say that the draconic astrology is like the lining underneath. So nobody sees it, but it's like next to you.
Interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That it's a very internal soul experience, like to read that chart, like because there's a lot more about like who you are on a soul level versus who you are in 3D, if you will.
I
I
gotcha.
think that there might be a truth to that.
We're going to have to do a post on.
I've looked at my draconic astrology chart and I'm like, yeah, that I could see that, you know.
We're going to have to do a post on the Tarot Guild group on Facebook and ask everybody what they're doing for International Tarot Day. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, before we end the show, I guess, let's see. Of course, come over and join the group. On Facebook, just search Tarot Guild, click group. The groups, you can do facebook.com/group/Tarot Guild. Join us there. We'll have the after the show conversation on the group there. Oh, Suzanne, and I don't know if you noticed, but we hit the 5,000 members today, and last minute for International Tarot Day, I was like, oh, well, we should give out a discount code for the guild.
I see.
Yeah. So I set that up this morning, so you can join the annual membership at the Tarot Guild. It's $78. Where did I get that number from? Anyway, but for International Tarot Day, it's $47 for the year. And the discount code is ITD47. So for International Tarot Day, ITD 47. So just put that in at checkout. There's like a link, and it says, do you have a discount code? Just click that, and you can put the code in. And so it'll be $47 instead of $78. And then for our Tarot by the Numbers course, if you're looking for a tarot course, we already have it on sale for summer, $100 off. So instead of $297, it's $197. But for International Tarot Day, you can get it for $97, another $100 off. And you get a free membership to the Tarot Guild for a year.
Wow.
So you get the course and a free membership. And that code is ITD97. So you just go over to tarotguild.org/learn, and at the checkout, just click the discount code, pop in ITD97, you'll get another $100 off. So that's what we're doing to celebrate International Tarot Day at the Tarot Guild.
Saving everybody cash.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yep.
Thanks,
and
Dax.
already had a few people take advantage of the deal as soon as I popped it up there. So it's like, yay. More members at the guild. We're tarotguild.org for everybody that doesn't know. And
Cool.
Tarot Insider. Speaking of Tarot Insider, before we end the show here, I should have had this already up, but I'm going to go and grab my notes here, see what shows are coming up here. Let's see. We've got the exclusive interview with Janet Boyer. We talked about that earlier, Suzanne. Ask Janet anything. We're going to try to do it next week.
Yes.
And, of course, that's only for Tarot Guild members, so take advantage of the International Tarot Day discount code there and grab your membership, and then you can join us for the Ask Janet Boyer Anything. Kind of scary, but
He can handle it.
And then on July 25th, we have Tori Hartman coming on. That's going to be a great show.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Then in August 8th, we have Kathy McClellan. Her Star Tarot comes out on July 28th. So we're going to be talking about the Star Tarot with author Kathy McClellan. And then our next show is September 5th.
Yes.
And I think we're talking about what deck to get, if I recall.
Yes, that's right.
So if you notice, we're taking a lot of Tuesdays off, and that's kind of our little mini hiatus for July and for the summer. And then we'll be back full time in September. So
yes, we will.
That's everything that's going on.
Cool.
So, well, thanks for being here, Lisa. I'm glad you were here.
Yeah. I didn't realize that. I was like, oh, here's what everybody's doing for the Tarot Day. Cool.
Yeah. And big thanks to Maria G. Maas for popping on. The the entire Janet Boyer family popped on.
I wished I could have heard that. I was like messing with my settings for hearing.
Yeah.
I'm glad I figured it out.
Yeah, I'm going to have to listen in archive.
We'll have it in archive. That's right. Yeah.
That's what I'll have to do.
Alrighty. Well, happy International Tarot Day to everybody. We're going to
Indeed.
sign off now. And we'll see you next week for Ask Janet Boyer Anything.
Anything.
Anything. Yes. And I know people right now are going,
Like when our
what are they
coffee throw is
talking
going to
about?
get done, which is actually, I should ask Ron, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Janet has, of course, a lot of experience reviewing. So if you want to learn how to write a review, a lot of experience writing. So if you want to learn about writing, also copy editing, publishing, deck creating,
Yeah.
anything about
Especially
tarot.
indie decks, yeah.
Anything about tarot. So it's really great. Head over to tarotguild.org/join, and it's ITD 47 in the discount code.
I'm taking the lazy way to make my deck. I went to the publisher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Janet will be like, Lisa, you're not punk rock enough, you know.
All right. Bye, everybody. Happy International Tarot
See
Day.
you later.
See you
Bye.
later, guys.